Hey guys, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm very excited because I'm going to be introducing a new boot brand that just hit the scene not very long ago, known as Caswell Bootmakers. Caswell is founded and run by a man named Kevin Wilson. I had the pleasure and honor to meet with him recently. Him and I had a real boot talk on my channel about a week ago as well. It was a great chat. He is a great guy, super driven, super ambitious, and in addition to that, he has absolutely killer taste in boots, as you can see right here. This is the boot that I'm going to be reviewing today. This is called the Lisbon Service Boot in chocolate glazed shrunken bison. I think that is an excellent name for this leather. I am not exactly sure where the leather comes from. I know that Kevin bought this leather from Maverick. They sell single sides of Horween leather. That's where I actually get all my Chrome Excel, my Dublin when they have it. That's where I get most of my leathers these days, including the SB foot stuff that I have as well. Maverick is just a super good place to shop for leather. Now, that said, sometimes they get a side in and they actually don't know exactly what the tannage was or exactly where it came from. And for example, I ordered some waxed cognac Essex from Maverick Leather. Now, from my educated guess, even though in the description the chocolate glazed shrunken bison does not have a tannery ascribed to it, I do believe that it is Horween, and I say that because this leather looks and feels and smells the same as the waxed cognac Essex that I got, and I made a bag out of its very robust stuff. I also made my shoulder harness system out of that as well. Let me read a little bit about this particular boot. So this is the Lisbon Service Boot in glazed shrunken bison. Bison leather features a rugged yet bright polished surface. The shrunken tanning process tightens the hide in on itself to enhance the natural pattern of the leather. So it's Goodyear welted construction, glazed shrunken bison from Maverick Leather, which again I do believe is probably Horween. It's got Vibram's version of the Ridgeway sole here, very sharp. This is called the Vibram Londra sole. These are my Parkhursts in Rees reverse waxed kudu. And so yeah, so this is on the Ridgeway sole, and then this sole here is Vibram's version of the Ridgeway. It walks the same, it feels very much the same on foot. And so let's get a little bit of a size comparison here. So these are my Parkhurst in 8.5, and these are Caswell's in size 9. And as you can see, looks like the length is identical there. And so this is the most important thing that I would recommend. When I met with Kevin, I asked him to bring a size 8.5 for me to try out. He actually didn't have an 8.5 in this bison. He did have a size 9 though. And so I was really glad that it worked out that way, because as soon as I laid eyes on these, I'm like, that's my size. These are true to size. Sure enough, he brought in a size 8.5 in his cattail grizzly makeup. And I took one glance at that and I'm like, I am very glad that I got to see both sizes. That's so helpful, because I could tell that the 8.5 probably would have been a little bit small on me. So I'm a 9 Brannock. I typically wear 8.5 in most US boot brands. My recommendation is go true to size in Caswell. Even Parkhurst, I debated whether or not they were true to size or a half size large. My recommendation is to go the half down if you have a standard foot type. As you can see here, the Caswells and the Parkhursts, Caswell's size 9, same length as the Parkhurst, maybe even a little shorter. That is my recommendation. Go take your true to size in this last. This is Caswell's, it's called the Wayne Last. Yeah, I would say that the Wayne Last goes true to size. And so this is not the only boot that Kevin offers on the website. He's got, like I told him in our boot talk, I think that every boot that he runs really is a home run. First and foremost, probably my favorite boot that he has on his site right now is called the Wilson in dark brown country calf. That is one stunning, stunning makeup. I love that Scotch grain, that pebble grain leather that those are built on. It's really just a perfect looking service boot. And I did liken Kevin's boots to a lot of the traditional service boot runs that Viberg has been making in the last year or so. Really just nailing that World War II service boot, World War I service boot silhouette. Yeah, these Wilson jumper boots are definitely that. It's got that antique brown stained edge it's got a beautiful last. The last on this is called the Alder last, in full grain calf, vegetable tan leather insole, Vibram outsole, dark brown country calf leather upper, Goodyear welt construction. That's not all. He's also got the Lisbon boot in dark brown kudu. He's got the Coimbra boot in brown calf. Beautiful. The Coimbra is like their Chukka model. Coimbra is a town in Portugal. Lisbon is also a city in Portugal. They've got the Lisbon service boot in Waxy Commander Snuff. They've got the Lisbon boot in Black Chrome XL if you're looking for a Black Chrome XL staple pair. Also, another very exciting release is the Lisbon boot in Caramel Classic Oiled Shoulder. Absolutely stunning. I know that Truman has run some boots in shoulder before, and it's always been on my radar. I love it. In fact, the tongue on my Truman boots in Java Wax Flesh are made of shoulder, oiled shoulder, and it's wonderful. And last but certainly not least, he has the Lisbon in Cattail Grizzly, which is from Seidel Tanning. I have swatches of this stuff. It is absolutely incredible leather. I love it. Beautiful red and brown shades in that leather. It's highly waxed. It's got a very distinct pull-up and a bright polished surface. So definitely give those a look if you're in the market for some Cattail Grizzly. And so here are my Viberg service boots, 2030 last, size 8.5, Caswell size 9. And as you can see, the Vibergs look like they're even a half size longer. Now this is from a 2014 run. I suspect that their boots maybe ran a little longer back then, a little larger back then. Grant Stone Ottawa boots, bourbon suede, up against the Caswells, size 9. Well, yeah, it looks like the Grant Stones are even still a half size larger than the Caswells. Yeah, interesting. Not sure if it's an optical illusion. So here are Wolverine 1000 Miles, 8.5, up against Caswell's size 9. And yeah, same size there. The Wolverines have a little bit more volume in the toe, maybe just a hair shorter, just a hair. But yeah, Caswell size 9, Wolverines 8.5. Alden Vintage Indie Boots, True Balance Last, size 8.5, Caswell's size 9. And as you can see, yeah, it looks like the Aldens are a little longer, but I do suspect, I've heard this somewhere, that see this taper on the toe here? That's just cosmetic. I'm not exactly sure, but I heard that the actual point to where the front of the toe box actually ends is at the beginning of this taper, like more like right here. So this slope might be cosmetic. I'm not exactly sure. Regardless, they do feel about the same on foot. And Rose Anvil did a good breakdown of the True Balance Last recently. He compared it to, it's like a banana shape instead of like straight. So that's also something to take into account. But yeah, at a minimum, true to size. Don't size down like you would with Alden or Viberg. All right, how about some Thoroughgood roofers in Indigo Chrome XL? Yeah, Indigo. All right, so there you go. 8.5 roofers, size 9 Caswells. So I think by this sizing comparison, we can safely say that Caswells, I will say it for the 11th time during this video, they are true to size, go true to size with Caswell. Right, how about some Trumans in red Chiha, size 8.5, Caswell size 9. Yeah, same length there. 8.5 Trumans, size 9 Caswells. So there you have it, folks. Caswell boots. I am very excited about this brand. I told Kevin I'm not just blowing smoke up but I'm not just trying to be nice or anything like that. I'm serious when I say this. He's got a really good eye for design, a really good eye for style, a really good eye for creating makeups. Similar to how Grant Stone does it, he's just got a good eye for what he likes as well as how to execute it. These are also built in Spain. I'm not sure if it's the same place that Parkhurst now has their boots made in. The builds are similar and the quality is just there. It's top notch. Caswell boots retail for about $350. That is a steal. You're getting Alden quality. You're getting Alan Edmonds quality for a fraction of the price, about half the price, if not at least 30% less. And not to mention, Kevin is a small maker. That's the sweet spot. I always say this, small batch is where it's at. That's where you're gonna get the best price and quality combined and value. Go give Caswell Bootmakers a look and a follow on Instagram. I will leave all the links in the description below. I think Kevin is a great guy. You know, he's started to climb this boot making ladder, you know, slowly, just like we all sort of start climbing the ladder very slowly when it comes to building up a small business. Hopefully we can see his business get some momentum and some traction and some sales, and hopefully we start seeing some more Caswell boots on Instagram. Use hashtags Caswell Boots and Caswell Bootmakers when you wear your boots and post them on Instagram. That way we can all see and track how they patina and age, and let's keep the love of boots alive. All right, so anyways, thanks a lot for watching, my friends. And one real quick thing, shameful plug on my website. Today I'm rocking these jungle green Maryam Horserump cuffs. This is a single and a double wrap combined. These are currently available on my website, as well as I've got a good amount of sets left of the jungle green Kilties. So don't delay if you're interested in these. These are the nicest Kilties and cuffs I've ever made. They are by far the best quality. This Maryam Horserump is A grade, top grade, and not to mention, you can see the shell on the reverse side. And now let's take a quick break for our video sponsor today, Allie, who is discussing her new bag from Dale's Leatherworks.
Happy Tuesday! I wanted to come on here and show you something really exciting that I just got in the mail, and it is this tote bag from Dale. It is a veg tan bag, and I love how big it is, first of all, and then I also really like that it has this little pouch. But the reason why I wanted veg tan is because I just love how, you know, veg tan changes color. And I have this belt, and this is like 2 years old, and so I figured that having a tote in the same material would be really cool, because imagine how unique this bag will be in a few years. Like, so excited. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys because you will probably see it on my page a lot. So, yeah.
And actually, if you like that tote that I made for her, I made an identical one right here, available on my website, dalesleatherworks.com. This is currently on sale. This is 100% veg tan. It will age wonderfully over time. That is my guarantee. It will golden up with a fair amount of use. We have a nice outer pocket here, as well as an unlined interior. It's a very simple tote, but it will get the job done. You also have some cool tannery marks on the inside there. I really like that. These carry handles are Tochigi. The rest of the bag is not. The rest of the bag is Weaver leather veg tan. So you've got 3 different types of veg tan in here, including these leather washers are Wickett and Craig Latigo veg tan. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please leave me your thoughts on these incredible Caswell boots. And anyway, stay tuned. I have a lot more boot reviews coming up.